thank you for coming in to chat to us. Like you say, I know it's not everyone's like comfort zone, so appreciate it.
No worries.
I'll let you do your own intro of you and the business, and then we can go from there.
Yep. All right, my name's Lel. I'm the owner of Cibo Italian Subs. And I don't know what do I say?
That's cool. That's cool. So I wanted to ask you, is it Cibo or Cibo? How do you say it?
Cibo. A lot of
Cibo.
people say Cibo, Cibo. We've had loads of like different, but it's Cibo.
Cibo. Okay. And what does that mean?
Just means food.
Okay.
So it doesn't make sense when you kind of translate it because it's food Italian subs.
Right.
But Cibo sounds like a cool name.
It is a cool name. I think business names and company names is always like, I spend so long.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, is it?
It's not. When we first transitioned the logo and the name, we were trying to find, like, what do we call it? Cibo Subs. But then Cibo and then subs underneath, it didn't look right. So we needed another word. And we were like, well, what do we do? Well, it's Italian sandwiches, so Italian subs. Sometimes
you just got to keep it simple.
Yeah. And literally, I feel like telling people what you do within your name is really important.
Yeah.
So you know from our name what we do.
Yeah. Talk me through the process. So how long has the business been around for?
So Cibo, the name and the brand, has been around for 4 years.
Okay.
Since 2021, so that's 4 years. And then we was at Newnham Street for 3.5 years, and then we changed location to the new one.
Okay.
So we've been there since December, so that's 7-8 months.
Nice.
So,
so when it started out, talk me through how it all came about, how the business idea came about, how the whys, whens, wheres, all that stuff.
From the first place?
First one, yeah.
First place, well, my parents had like a passion for food and they wanted to bring it into Bedford with like a new, different style. So my granddad actually had Fred's Fish Shop, which was the building, but it was kind of empty for a long time. So they approached him and asked him and basically gave the idea of bringing something like Cibo there. And then they said, yeah, do it. So then they literally got cracking and got to work. And it was like deli, brunch, shop. It was a lot, but all in one.
Yeah.
But it was like, did you ever go to it?
Yeah, I went a couple of times, yeah.
So it was like all open kitchen, like small family run.
Yeah.
Like, it was good time.
There's that good chaos in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like every time I'd like run to the back of the fridge, like moving in and out of people, I just felt like this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Although it didn't look the best at times, but still kind of cool.
But it's like that family style. And I guess it's that cozy, Italian style carnage that you kind of...
You wanted people to feel at home when they come in there.
Yeah.
So
you're bringing
as
like
they're
that
walking
home there,
from the door to their table, you're being greeted by everyone down the line.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. And then obviously we had the deli counter at the shop. It was a cool, like, quirky little place.
Yeah.
But I feel like we reached a cap at that place where we couldn't do any more than what we'd done.
Mm-hmm.
We were well established. The food was good. We couldn't really, I don't know, there was no other ways that we could have really expanded.
Yeah.
We were only going to stay there. And then obviously when we had the move, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise. At the time, it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But then, we left that place and my parents were like kind of done. They were a bit like deflated.
Yeah.
And then one of our customers sent us the new place, like on the market, and we were like, we'll go and view it. And then we went there and it was just like, let's do it.
Because wasn't it part of the place next door at the time?
Yeah. Naughty Pizza owned it. And they had like a cool little pizza slice place.
Yeah, because they had like pizzas, like cannolis and stuff there.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like a subsection of their business, wasn't like the snack side of it, as it were.
Yeah. It was a really good idea. So like all the like leftover dough, they would kind of, instead of throwing it away, they'd use it.
Yeah, smart.
It was really good. really good idea.
So then, what was the name of? Was it always been Cibo? Has it always been the same name?
It's always been Cibo, but the first one was Cibo Deli and Kitchen.
Okay.
So the logo was different, the place was different, the name was different.
So it was kind of reimagined what you had into that space. And
yeah. What, in the new place?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just kind of simplified everything that we used to do. Everything that I think we kind of went wrong, we wanted to put right.
Okay.
But in a simple way.
Such as?
Smaller menu, focusing on just one thing. I feel like a smaller place is actually better for us because for the concept we've got, I feel like it works better. If we were to have a bigger place with what we're doing, it wouldn't really work as well. We've got a bigger kitchen, which is better because we can do more, push more. Table service as well, like clearing plates, serving people, taking their order. We've got rid of all of that. When you come to the new place, you just come to the till, order, we bring your food out when it's ready, and then that's it.
So if someone hasn't been there now, talk through what the experience will be like coming to see you guys.
I always say that you're not just coming for a sandwich. You're coming for like the whole experience of family run, seeing like basically the walls full of like history and who we are, like all of our kind of what do you call it, favourite things, favourite films, stuff like that. And then you're obviously experiencing the sandwich, which is, we tried to relate the sandwich to like a very like homely way of cooking. Yeah. So it tastes like home. Tastes like home. Yeah. Kind of thing.
Like we order them to the office quite a lot, but the problem is it's okay, we do it on a Thursday, and it's like, should we do it on a Tuesday and a Thursday? And then you change stuff and like, it's just too good.
Yeah. A lot of people say that they're too much as well.
There are a lot. They're proper like as if you'd make them at home. You put everything in. You pile it up. They're massive.
Yeah.
But the problem is I can't not finish it. So I'm like going through the pain to finish it.
Oh, wow. A lot of people say like they have half for lunch, half for dinner.
Yeah, that's probably the most sensible way of doing it.
Yeah.
But it's there and it's like, I have it for lunch and it's just sat there on my desk. I'm just like, I'm just going to have another bite, and then I have another bite.
I'd be the same actually.
Yeah. So who does the menu? Who thinks through that and keeps, because you change it quite a lot, don't you?
Monthly specials we do. We change the specials every month. But the actual menu, 2 to 3 months, I'd say. But it depends on seasons or what's in, and yeah, we tend to change it over that. But yeah, it's me and the team kind of thing.
Yeah. So who's the team? Talk me through the wider, like who is everyone there? So
there is me, my mum, 2 chefs. We have a kitchen helper. And then, that's it really. On one shift, there's only 4 of us.
Small team?
Yeah, 3 in the back, 1 in the front.
Nice.
And the person on the front's either me, my mum. We've got another member of staff. So,
what's it like working with your mum?
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'd prefer working with her than anyone else kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because she gets it.
Yeah.
She's got that care for the place as well.
Yeah, you want that care and that passion.
Yeah. So like silly stuff like throwing stuff in the bin or giving someone she kind of looks at it from a business eyes as well, which is good. Whereas if I was to get some random person, they'd just serve. And
it's difficult, isn't it? Because the only reason I ask is because you've got like a shared passion for something, which is great when you've got someone that's got a shared passion for what you do. But then you add the mixture of sort of being family, and then that passion can sometimes boil over a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people like can't work with family, and then especially who it is, it's my mum.
Yeah.
So
you end up, it's difficult sometimes to not take work home with you and not think. Do you find that's difficult, or is it kind of like a hard, right, past X time, we don't talk about work?
I don't know. I'm very like, whether it's work or whatever, I'll speak about it. If I've got an idea, I'll speak about whether we're at work or at home.
Yeah.
I don't tend to do it, but then if we're going to sit and speak in silence or speak about the business, I'd rather speak about the business.
Yeah.
I do ask them a lot at home about ideas and advice and stuff, but that's from like a son kind of conversation.
Yeah. Is it, so I've worked with my dad for so a lot of my career, and what I find is you have, like you say, son conversations, and then you have like work conversations.
Work conversations.
And what we find is quite often they kind of blend in the middle. And then he's like, my dad will say to me, "I'm talking to you as your dad now, not from someone that you work with."
Yeah.
And you have to set this like clear, like, this is who I'm talking. This is the hat I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. Because my dad does, like, he's not there every day, but he helps me with like the back end kind of stuff. Whereas my mum's more hands on, front of house, serving, doing this, doing that. So it's nice to have that balance because I'm technically working with both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the day-to-day running, that's yourself, you and your mum. And then so things like social media, because you're on socials a lot.
Yeah.
Where's that? Is it because your mum's on it as well? Like, there's a lot of...
Yeah.
You do definitely feel the family just from your socials, so you're doing it really well. Where do the ideas come from? How up for it are you all guys being on camera quite a lot?
If I see a video, I've got an idea, I'm like, "Mum, let's do this." Some of them she's like, "Nah," but then I'm like, "Just do it."
Just do it. Yeah, it'll be fine.
But yeah, it's mainly it's all us. I feel like being organic's a good thing to show, and just being you.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be like fake and doing them kind of videos. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like how we are online correlates to what the business is.
Yeah.
Which it was unintentional, but it works. So yeah, that's quite good.
And I think you're building that brand, but it does, in a nice way, it does seem unintentional that you're doing that, because it's just you interacting with people that, like, your comments for all your posts are very like, they talk as if they're family members. There was one the other day that your mum talking about what size coffees were.
Oh yeah, that video.
And then she said, I can't remember what coffee it was. She said it in a different accent, and everyone was just like, "Yeah, that was it."
Yeah.
And everyone, it was as if it was everyone's mum they were talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because everyone was like, "It's such a Bedford way of speaking."
But it's so nice that you've kind of built that ecosystem of like people who obviously enjoy what you do, want to interact with you socially, and you also have like events and stuff that you do as well, don't you?
Yeah, I think like the social media thing is just, we're normal people. So I think normal people like normal people. Yeah. So I think that's important for us. We're not like people, when people say, "Oh, you got so many followers," I'm like, well, we haven't got loads, but it's, I don't look at the followers and think, "Oh, I'm better than you, I'm better." Yeah. It's just normal. I post and then go about my daily stuff normally. But when we first closed and announced we were closing the old place, the amount of like love that we got, I was like, what? It felt really weird, because it was like, do all these people feel like... One comment that stuck out, someone said, "Oh, even if you guys were operating from a garage, you'd still have people come to you." And I was like...
That must be so nice to read.
Yeah. And then literally as we got the keys to the new place, and then I was like, "Oh, every day I'm just going to post like progress videos." And then I was doing like day 1, day 2, day 3. And then I was like, "Oh, people actually want to see it." Yeah. So then I was just posting every single day.
So how do you work that out? So do you schedule it? Does it just pops up in your head? Is it, how do you, because I think a lot of people don't know how to stay consistent.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people schedule. If there's a certain post, so like I'll write it down in my notes, like to do videos, or if I've got an idea, I'll be like, I'll write it down and then I want to do it. In terms of scheduling, I don't really schedule. The ones when we were doing the place up, I was literally recording the day, editing when I got home and posting it. So yeah, it's just, I do it like on the day kind of thing.
What tools do you use when you edit? Because I think that what we kind of want to support people with on the podcast is when they want to get going, or they want to grow or scale their business, or get more people to know who they are. And people just get a bit scared of editing, or they think that you have to be an editor to be able to do it. And but I think a lot of like tools are quite easy to just go like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not great. I know like the kind of simple things, but I'm not the greatest. But kind of what I use it for is what I need. If I can just edit a video, cut it up, put some writing in it, it does the job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is it like sort of CapCut and things like that?
Yeah. What's the other one I use? I think just CapCut.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use ChatGPT.
I mean, I think
Canva.
CapCut gets a bit of a bad rap because I think that there's a lot of like editors, like proper hardcore editors that are like, oh, you're still using CapCut, you're still using this.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you're growing a following of people that want to see what you do, want to follow what you're doing. And if you're using CapCut for it, like...
But then I don't know how to use any other one. So.
But the thing is, you don't need to. If it's doing a job, if you're growing a following, people are interacting with you, people care about what you do, and they're not... I think people get so like put off by doing socials because it has to be clean and perfectly done and
people
great cameras.
Like very judgy.
Yeah. But I guess you use your phone.
Phone or laptop.
Yeah.
So
and you record it on your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
So you kind of anyone can go and do that and just get stuck.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Anyone can do it. It's just having that. When we were doing the place up, I was like, I don't know about doing this. Is it a bit cringe?
Yeah.
Like I had a bit of doubt, but then I was like, I'm just gonna do it anyway, and then it worked out. I think once you get over that, like confidence barrier,
yeah,
you're good.
And it is just, like we said at the start of this conversation about getting out of your comfort zone. I'm weird about, we do it for a living, right, for clients, but for stuff with us, it's like, it needs to be this, it needs to be that. And recently I've just gone, just do it, man.
Yeah, literally just do it. Like, who cares?
Worst case scenario, some people won't like it, but like we get more positive feedback than negative feedback. And you're obviously growing and growing and growing because you're just doing it. And I think that's what my sort of thoughts and message to people that need to do, like want to start growing. At the end of the day, right, my view is every business owner is also a sales and marketing. That's what you are, right? You probably grew your following and your footfall increased because of your socials, right?
Yeah.
And if you weren't doing that, you wouldn't be as well known and as popular as you are.
Yeah. Would just be a normal salmon shop.
Yeah. Because it's probably what sort of footfall do you get in that sort of on a daily basis in there, and what part of if you had to put a rough, it's an impossible number I can imagine, but a rough number of people that come to you just because they saw you and stumbled past, or come to you because they've seen you, heard of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean that's quite a hard question. It's a mix. Some people come in and be like, I've never heard of you. Some people come in because they've had us for lunch, dinner. They're like regular customers. We get quite a lot of students coming past. Like obviously they're off now. Families. I want to kind of make it like a hub for like younger people. Because like for me, I look at it as like, if I was a customer, where would I want to go?
Yeah.
And there's not many places that I'd want to go, chill, eat, drink. Like obviously there's restaurants and stuff, but there's not many like hubs for young people.
So talk to me more around that. What are you doing to create that feeling?
Homely. Like I feel like the vibe of the shop's very young and modern as well. Not that it's like only young and modern people can come in. But I feel like when younger people walk in, they're like, oh, this is cool. I like the look of this place. It's not dull.
Right.
There's like a lot of stuff that like on the walls and personalities that kind of relate to them as well, which makes you obviously feel more comfortable, more at home somewhere. Yeah, like the kind of food. I feel like if you're with your mates, it's good. Like 4 or 5 of you come down, have a sandwich, a few beers, and then that's it.
Nice. And you also got like events that you do in there as well. What sort of events that you do, and how did that come about?
We did the sandwich rave shop party.
I saw that. That looked.
Yeah.
That looked fun. That looked good.
It was sick.
It looks like it got a bit messy as well.
Yeah, not too messy. It was still like it was a good time. But we did that with Original Culture Fest. I was just like, well, no one goes clubbing anymore. Where is there to kind of have a party? I don't want to do brunch because everyone's doing brunch.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I've seen these coffee shop raves that look sick. Like you go in there in the day and like someone's drinking a coffee and then they're having like a rave. It looks sick. So I was like, I want to do that at our place. So then when I mentioned it to them about it, they were like, yeah, let's do it. And then, we just had a party really. But we did free tickets.
Okay.
So we done 50 free tickets, but on the night, none of them people showed up.
Ah.
So it was literally like, they had a brunch in Bridges. People from Bridges came over, friends and family, like mates were just like, oh yeah, I'm coming now. People just came in and I was like, this is sick.
Why do you think the people didn't show up that got the tickets?
Because when you buy something, when it's free, you get it because it's free. You're like, oh yeah, this is a bargain.
There's no obligation to do anything.
Yeah, but then you're like, on the day, you're like, oh, I can't be arsed. It didn't cost me anything. I'm not losing anything. So I think that was obviously a mistake that we done, but it still went really well. But I was like surprised how many people saw it.
Yeah.
So many people messaged me.
It's just
like,
different, isn't it?
Yeah. Or I went like to a pizza place in London and one of the chefs was like, oh yeah, I saw you had a party in your shop. I was like, yeah. It's just weird, but it's good.
That's nuts. But I think that there's an element of that just people just aren't doing things. They're not doing things
no one's
like that.
like, although there's a lot of people hosting stuff and they're doing stuff, but they're not doing it.
They're doing what's comfortable, I think.
I always say there's like, people just want to find something to do. And I think if we can make that place like somewhere that people can come and do something then it'll be good. But
and how do you go about, so obviously you did this in like a collaboration with other people. Is that just in case you just message them and ask the question? Because I think there is always a fear as well of asking.
Yeah. I literally just, if I like the look of someone's place or what they do, I just message them and say, do you guys want to do something together? We've done quite a few collabs. We're going to do like more towards the end of the year as well. But yeah, just ask. The amount of messages that I send and people don't respond, it's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's normal, but I think there's a fear of failure, and people don't want to fail. But you got to ask these questions, and sometimes you get told to do one, and sometimes you get that'd be awesome. Sometimes you just get left on red.
Yeah, it's normal. I think.
Yeah,
I do it. Like I'll message like so many people. Some of them respond. Some of them, like what you said, just air it. Some don't respond. But
just keep going.
Yeah, just whoever you like. If you like it, if you don't ask, you don't get. Basically.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
So you're obviously you got these sort of ideas that you're doing. You're obviously quite young in doing sort of managing, running. What is are you the owner of the business? What is the setup?
Yeah, I'm the owner, but I'm there like running the shop as well.
Yeah. So you're like owner, but basically on the job every day.
Yeah,
and
hands-on.
ideas and everything as well.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to me to be the owner and not be there. I don't see the point in that.
How do you feel about do you find there's any, obviously being young and the owner of the business, you said before we started that you kind of get a bit funny about being called founder or owner or whatever?
Them words to me, because I don't like saying owner and founder. Although I am, I just see myself as a normal, I'm still an employee there.
Yeah.
So I'm on the same level as everyone, whether they're the owner, I'm the owner. We're all on the same level.
And I think it's about practicing what you preach. You're all there every day, coming up with the ideas, driving stuff forward.
Yeah.
Reaching out to people, like I say, sometimes getting ignored. That's kind of the part and parcel of it all, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. You've basically, you have to do that. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't expect me to be called the owner and run it when I'm not there.
Yeah.
Because that's just fake. It's not.
I think that's also shows in like I say, the socials and things that you do. You're the face of it. You're like a lot of the ideas behind it, and you're there. it's kind of, it shows, I think that's why people kind of gravitate to you lot as well, because it is so real and it's so like authentic and honest. Do you know what I mean?
But it's just like what I said, it's just being normal.
Yeah.
People like normal people. Like if we were to go on there and like brag and basically show people like something different and not be ourselves, we wouldn't get the interest that we do.
Yeah.
People like the organicness and the family run, and showing people like I feel like showing people what you do is very important as well. Like showing people how you make the sandwich and how you run the shop every day. People are interested in that as well. So
when you moved site, did you then effectively take over as the owner of the business?
Yeah, basically.
So you must have been 20 at that point?
No, I was 21.
21.
Yeah.
What made you think at 21 that you want to go in and run a business?
I don't know. I never even deeped it until we was actually doing it.
Right.
Because I just saw it as, we're going to get this place. This is the idea, and we got open before Christmas. So I never I was so
didn't have time to think.
Yeah, I was just like that the whole time. I didn't even still now to the day, I don't really care about being the owner, doing it.
But there's a lot that comes with that title of owner, right? So let's take the name away from it. There's a lot of responsibility and expectation to drive the business, to bring people in the door, to make sure that it's a sustainable business going forward.
Which is more important to me.
Yeah.
That stuff's more important than being an owner and stuff like that.
So how have you found that journey since kind of opening a new place, kind of you've gone like ham basically to get it live and open at Christmas? Yeah. How have you found that whole process of being that person that has to or I know obviously your mum is involved as well, but I know it's a team effort. I'm not taking that away from anybody, but it's how you found that responsibility and expectation and pressure.
Quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I like the idea of pressure sometimes, because you have to kind of show up and provide something basically. As I said, it was more full on, so I never actually got a time to think about it. Yeah. But I feel like when you do something that you enjoy, it makes it a lot easier. It doesn't feel like you're in a job as such. Yeah. Okay.
It's interesting because a lot of people that we speak to, your take on it is a really nice, refreshing take. Because a lot of people that we talk to, it's kind of, and I'm one of them, is that pressure and that stress. I need pressure to work as how my brain is. If
Same.
If I need something to get, if I do something, I'll do it just before it needs to be done. That's just how my brain works. But running a business, you can't always do that. So it's getting out of those habits.
Yeah. I mean, it's I kind of expected it. It's not like you're going to open a business and not have stuff to do. Yeah. It's normal kind of thing. But I just feel like it's a part of it and you just got to do it.
I guess you've been around it as well from sort of the previously.
Yeah. I feel like, that helps as well. When you've been around it and you see it, you kind of understand it a bit more. Whereas it's still very new to me. I'm learning stuff every day, every week. I'm doing things wrong, I'm doing things right, but if you don't do things wrong, you're not going to learn kind of thing.
What's a recent thing where you've gone, that didn't work? That you want to share anyway?
We launched pesto in jars.
Okay.
But basically we done it on a site that only does ambient stuff, and our pesto's fresh basil, fresh cheese. Right. But I was like, nah, it'll work. Don't worry, it'll be fine. And then basically we jarred up 100 jars of pesto, and they all basically fermented.
Oh, nice.
And they all went to shit basically. So, yeah.
Right. And what did you do? How did you kind of just bin it, or what was your sort of thoughts on that?
They binned it, yeah. Basically, they approached us saying, do you want to do you want to sell any products on our site? And I was like, yeah, 100%. We can sell something on your site. The one that kind of made the most sense was pesto. And I was like, yeah, it'll be all right. Like, you don't need to go in the fridge. And I basically learned the hard way. I rushed into it, but it weren't like I fully rushed into it. I just did it. And then, yeah, she sent me a picture of all of the jars and they were fucked. So, yeah. But
won't be doing that again.
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing it again, but it's a learning curve, isn't it?
And how did they reach out to you then? Was that due to your socials that someone reached out to you, do you think?
I think so. Yeah, she messaged me on Instagram and then we just jumped on a call and just spoke about it.
So the socials are providing other avenues.
Yeah. Because I'm really crap at emails. I hate emails.
Yeah.
I'd rather like call or message someone.
Your communication, in fairness, from just setting this podcast up is like the best we've had.
Yeah. No, because it's like, well, what am I going to do? I can't leave your message there and make out I'm busy.
You probably were busy, but I still appreciate the communication.
Yeah, I respond to people how I'd like them to respond to me. So I think fast communication it shows it's a good quality to have, basically.
Yeah, for sure. So did you study any like sort of business stuff at school? Has it always been something that you wanted to do? Something that sort of being around the previous site, was that like was it just a natural thing that happened, or something that you were itching to do?
So both my granddads had businesses. My dad was within the businesses as well. I worked within them. So I was always in and around it. I never had like a plan to have my own place. It was more maybe take over or be a part of. But yeah, I moved to, I was working at the shop, the old place. And then I moved to London for a year, which was like really impulsive kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got offered a job and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I stayed there for a year. And then when I moved back, I was a bit like, what do I do? So then I just stayed at the shop, the old place, until we obviously switched over. But I learned a lot when I was there, like food and life and all that kind of stuff.
What do you feel about the current sort of situation with, I mean, the UK generally, this is a very open question, but the UK generally paying people is difficult, national insurance increases. I think that town centres, not just Bedford, just in general, town centres are struggling with lots of things closing. It's hard. It's clear that it's hard to keep things open.
It's a really like weird time. Like sometimes you think, oh, is it just us? What are we doing wrong? Yeah. But it's a hard time and a weird time for everyone. Obviously, like bills are going up. Everything's basically increasing, so which makes it a lot harder. It's just it's weird.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because things are increasing, but your consumers in wages and what they earn isn't increasing.
Yeah,
so it's not like you can go up that 20% bills. Okay, the subs go up 20%. It's not that simple.
If everything matched, then it'd be fair and it'd make sense. But it's not. So,
is there anything that you've seen over the last sort of year or so that's worrying, or like I'm kind of the way I'm angling this is there any advice that you can give or thoughts that you can give to other people doing a similar sort of thing to you? Because you guys are obviously thriving and doing more and more stuff. And there's businesses that might be sitting there thinking, these guys are nailing it. How can we do more of what they do? What they do, obviously, without giving all your competitors too many tips.
I mean, like the first thing is like everyone thinks that we're thriving and doing so well. We might be, we might not be, but I feel like I get a lot of people coming up to me and saying that, and it's like, what do you mean? How? I don't feel like I post stuff saying, oh, we're sold out, we're doing this, we're doing that. So yeah, we're just kind of, we're doing all right. We could be doing better, could be doing worse. But obviously it's a weird time that we're in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like simplifying things a lot. If there's money you can save, then try and save it. I don't know really.
I think what you kind of said at the start, I think you keep things very simple with what you do, don't you? Your menu's your menu. And what you do and what you offer, you know exactly what you're going to get there. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, I think that is important. I feel like what you said, you know what you're getting. We've obviously tried to save, like on a shift at once, there's 4 of us. So we've saved money on the staff already. Menu, like the bigger the menu, the more stuff you've got to buy in and prep and get ready. You might not even sell that item, but then a lot of the stuff that we have in, we can use it for quite a few things.
Yeah.
Whether that's sauces or dips or I don't know, ingredients. Everything's kind of very versatile. So we have barely any wastage.
So it's about being smart with the menu as well and making sure everything kind of works with each other type thing.
Yeah, because my main thing, I hate wastage and throwing food and stuff like that. So we avoid that at any cost.
Yeah.
Which I think obviously helps. That saves you money. And it's also a bit nicer. You're not throwing stuff away.
Yeah, definitely. All the ingredients, where is it? Did you source them all from sort of Italian sources, or how do you go about doing that? Because that can be expensive and time consuming.
Yeah. It's just to be honest, we got a few suppliers that we work with. We try and get the best stuff. Obviously, sometimes the best stuff is the most expensive, but we found quality of stuff that we're happy with, a price that we're happy with. We still get quite a few of suppliers coming in saying, "Oh, use us." But locally sourcing, like we use local veg suppliers as well, which is good.
Nice.
I went to London with him to actually see where he sources everything from, which was good because from my point of view, I'm like, wow, like you're spending all this time to find everything, and then you're going to bring it back and then serve it to me.
And you've got that whole journey in your head straight to the customer.
Yeah. And then planning on doing like some more videos to show people where produce comes from. So I might be going to a mortadella factory.
Oh, cool.
And like an Nduja factory to kind of like, even for myself, to see how it's made and to show people how it gets on your plate.
I think there's a really nice side of everything that you're saying. There's so much care that goes into everything. So it's not just about, like, obviously I'm not comparing you to Subway at all, but that's just like Bosch, like comes out in a pre-cut, smash it in, there you go, off you go.
Yeah.
There's none of that care, there's none of that attention.
No.
And you guys, it's where it comes from, how it's sourced, no waste.
Yeah.
Like
we literally, if you order a sandwich, we're making it literally we're making it fresh basically. Meat's getting sliced fresh, everything's fresh. Like the ingredients that we use, everything's all fresh basically.
And there is a risk with that, isn't there? Because fresh obviously goes bad. And you have to be able to manage that really well. Otherwise, you're either shutting early because you've got no food left, or.
But we're quite lucky. We can get 2 deliveries a week. Right. So some weeks, if we feel like it's not going to be busy, we can get a smaller order, and then if it picks up, we can get a top up basically, which is really good for us because sometimes you over order, and then you've got it. Basically, whenever we order on a Tuesday, we get our deliveries on a Tuesday. It either lasts us the week or we need a top up. We never have too much of anything. Yeah, which is good.
How did you go about? So the brand, you obviously you changed the brand over once you moved to the new site. Is socials the main driver? Because I know that you work with a lot of local businesses, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I know when I was at a gym that I went to, we had like a gym day and it was your food. And then you go to you see like events that are going on in the week. It's your food. You seem to be popping up like everywhere. How do you feel like you've done that?
I don't know. It's a mixture of from us reaching out to them reaching out to us, or if I feel like if you're doing something that I feel like we could provide something for you that correlates with what you're doing, or same with if you're doing something that you think, oh, I'm going to get some Cibo there. I think it's just a case of that, really.
So you reaching out to them, how much time do you spend reaching out to people and finding out what's going on and trying to get involved in stuff? Because I think the whole vibe I get from you is a great vibe, but you underplay everything you've spoken about so far. Like, not a lot of people will sit and reach out and do this stuff and put themselves out and go on socials. And
honestly, it doesn't take too long. It's just a message.
But how do you know that things are going on? There must be you're trying to keep up to date with stuff that's going on, seeing people posting about stuff.
Posting through my own stuff, or if I'm going somewhere and I see stuff. I'm very like impulsive. So like if I see something, I get an idea, I'm like, I want to do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
I think that kind of works with that as well.
Yeah, because I think that there's a whole energy. You're like quite interesting to listen to, because your energy and your approach is like contradicting, because you're very chill.
Yeah,
you're very kind of just chill.
That's what I mean. It's really like basically how I am to what I do is very different.
Yeah,
that's what it is basically.
It's a contradiction, but in a positive way. Like,
you're
very chill. You're very like, just say it how it is, and just sort of easy to explain it all. To a lot of things that you're saying are people that were so far out their comfort zone doing. I wouldn't do that. I couldn't think about doing that. And I think it's a really good way to be in running a business, because things do get stressful and get intense, and you're just kind of like, here's what it is. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like them stuff that I want to do is more like, what's the word? I'm trying to think now. You know, like when you've got that drive kind of thing, it's more of a driven thing for the business and for the place. Because the way I see it is that I want to be in everyone's face.
Okay.
Whether that's through selling sandwiches, selling T-shirts, selling bad jars of pesto. Sell it.
You should put that on your socials. I think people love a story where people mess up.
Yeah. I actually was going to do it, but then I was like, I don't know whether I'm going to look like a bit of a dick. Or,
no,
I don't know.
I think it depends how you play it. If you're just like, listen, this is what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, like, what an idiot type thing.
Because every time I go on their website now, it says back soon. And I'm like, it's not back soon. It's not coming. So yeah, I might actually address it and just say we messed up.
I think so. Do you know who's really good at doing that? You know the cereal, the cereal called Cereal or Surreal or whatever they're called. You should look on their social media, because how they basically, a lot of their marketing is just very in your face, very aggressive, very blunt. Like, we messed up, the sales team messed up, they sold too much, now we can't, and they just build this hype to something. They do it really well. Sometimes you just got to just embrace it. And I think people, to your like, authentic, organic approach that you do about stuff, people just will love the fact that you're
I'm being
just
real.
That you messed up. Mm-hmm. Because there's a little bit of it that's like, it's human and it's real, but like, even these guys that are actually nailing it on socials and seem to do everything right still mess up. You know what I mean?
I think I was going to do it, but then I didn't take a video of the mess up. But then I think I've got quite a bit of stuff that I can use, but maybe I just say I fucked up. Just blunt. It didn't go to plan. But now I've got loads of empty jars that I need to use.
So if anyone wants a jar.
So I'm planning on like making something to use them jars up, and then once they're done, they're done.
You should do some sort of like, how many is it? 100.
200.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because it was like minimum order. So I was like, all right, go on.
I was going to say you should do some sort of fun competition about jars or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of jars to get rid of.
The other night it weren't busy at the shop. So me and one of the guys in there were like, I want to make something to fill these jars, but I don't want it to be savoury because there's more risk, like oil, fermenting. So then I was like, what about like a sweet something, like maybe chocolate caramel? And then I was like, actually, chocolate caramel, that's banging.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the coffee machine. I was like, coffee, chocolate caramel.
Yeah.
So then we were like, yeah, let's do something like that. But then I was like, well, I don't want it to have dairy in it because then it'll shelf life will be longer. And then we were like, well, let's just do it with coffee, sugar, chocolate, and olive oil. So then we did it, and we were like, oh my God, this is banging. So then we did 3 attempts, and then I was like, right, let's just make 10 jars. And then we made 10 jars, and then they're actually really good. So I think to use up them 200 jars,
there you go.
Coffee, chocolate, caramel. But it's going to be called mocha spread.
Nice.
So yeah, it's vegan. It's kind of healthy.
Kind of. Yeah, it's close to healthy as something like a chocolate spread can be.
Yeah, but it's just them kind of like ideas that I have just to keep like my mind working. So like obviously I don't want to have empty jars. I need to do something about it. But obviously I know I'm not going to be like the new Nutella. I just want to do it just to get rid of the jars.
But that's the beauty of it though, isn't it? Like a lot of people would say, I made a mistake. I've got loads of these jars. I'm just going to sell them, or I'm just going to chuck them in the bin and just move on. But I think that thought process of, let's just find something.
Yeah. And then even so, it's like when you, for example, if mocha spread doesn't work, when you go on the website and you see Cibo, you're still seeing the brand within a different way.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to do sweet, because everyone thinks Cibo, savoury. So I was like, well, let's just do sweet then.
Where, like, I'm intrigued as to, you're very, like, aware of, like, brand presence and, like, staying consistent. Where, is that just years of being around that space, or do you research it, or is it just something that pops into your head?
I don't know. I feel like, so I didn't get any GCSEs. I'm not academically smart. Like, still, like, now if I do something, I hate writing a long paragraph or doing stuff like that. But I feel like I'm very like, what's that word? I've got like a drive for...
Like entrepreneurial?
Nah, not even that. I don't know. I don't like using them words as well. I don't, because I don't want to say what I'm not, because I don't really...
From my point of view, that's an entrepreneurial process. You've got a problem and you're trying to find a way of making money out of that problem.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That is what it is.
Yeah, I don't like giving myself them labels.
Yeah, I can't. When we do the podcast captions, I'm gonna put owner, founder, entrepreneur, like all these big words.
Yeah, I don't know. How do I learn? I think when you're in it, you have to learn it.
Yeah.
But then some people are academically smart, some people are life smart.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm academically smart. I'm not really that life smart. I don't know. I'm just
winging it. Just finding your way
I'm
through.
kind of just winging it overall and just hoping that it works. But I feel like I've got a passion for it. I've almost got something to prove.
Okay. In what way?
I don't know. I feel like I've got a lot that I can kind of do or want to do that people are going to be like, wow. Because I know it's a little thing, but people are like, oh, he's got no GCSEs.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Because I used to work with my parents a lot. Oh, he works with mum and dad. But then I've got that stuff that I want to prove isn't even to anyone else, because I don't really care. It's more within me.
Yeah, show them what you can do.
Show myself what I can do.
So what's the plans then? What do you want to do? I don't like what you're going to do in 5 years' time, because I think things change so quickly.
Yeah, and 5 years is a long, long time.
Is.
You don't... I don't know, I might not even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
That's the thing for me. Like, I can't think a week ahead, let alone 5 years ahead. But what is that drive and ambition? Where do you want it to take you?
I've got a vision where I want to take the brand places, whether that's in multiple locations, just having one location, or doing multiple events or stuff like that. But overall, I just want to take it somewhere. Mm-hmm. I want to be seen by a lot of people, not me personally, like the brand.
Yeah.
And just do great things with it, really.
It's a good way of looking at it. I think that this conversation for me has been quite like insightful in a way, because a lot of the conversations we have is about drive for more sites or more money or more whatever, and you're very kind of don't know how to describe it.
I'm not money driven. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather have one location that people love that does great food than 10 locations that the quality's a bit less, but I'm getting more money, because I'd rather, I don't know what the word is. I'm not money driven, but I'm more something else driven, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm more driven for like my passion and the brand, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice way of it's when you're in food, I think that's the best way to be. Because like you said, the more that you do, you can't oversee it, you can't manage it, you can't make sure it's the quality you want it to be. But you can be out, if everything's coming from the hub that you're happy with, like you said, the hub that you're building, you can do events, you can do this, you can do that, as long as it's coming from one place that you kind of...
I mean, I would love to have another location, but a shop location kind of scares me a bit.
Okay.
Because obviously the amount of costs that go into it, and it's a whole nother like water and bricks. Whereas I like the idea of pop-ups, like a few market stalls in like London and stuff. But obviously you can't expect a year in business I'm going to jump straight into London.
Yeah.
London's like a different world, but that's kind of where the vision is.
So why does a shop scale you? Just because of the size and what everything else that comes with it and staffing and things? Yeah,
kind of. I feel like for me, it's more of a less risk. For example, if you were to get one of these spots in, I don't know, one of the London markets, you can go there for a year. If it doesn't work, you come back here.
Some of the like...
but the exposure there, I feel like, and opportunities is so good. And it's like, if I'm going to get another shop, it's not going to be the same as this one.
Yeah.
Because me and my mum are running this one. You can't expect that one to be the exact same. But I feel like a market stall is more understandable. People aren't going to go there and expect the service you're going to get in this one. Yeah. Because if you want this one, come there. If you want this one, that one's more for like exposure and expansion, which interests me a lot more.
Somewhere like Borough Market would be really cool.
Yeah, not really Borough. I like the Spitalfields one.
Oh yeah.
A few of the Box Park ones are pretty cool. But it's more just for opportunities and like being out there.
It's
more.
that recognisable brand in that space.
Yeah, that's what it's more about.
So what we've kind of touched on your view on things, which is I think really a good way of running a business and seeing things. And we've also touched on a kind of a mistake that's made. What advice would you give to someone that is whether they're in a restaurant or anywhere in that sort of food, or like trying to grow on socials? What you kind of especially since this new site and where you are now, is kind of, I feel like that's blown up more in that space.
Yeah, I feel like that space, like from that part of the question, that one feels like it's blown up a bit more because you've obviously shut one place, opened a new place. There was hype around it. Yeah. Which is good, and it's helped us, like, kept ticking along over the last few months. But advice, I don't know. I feel like on social media, just be yourself. A lot of people think it's complicated and stuff. Just be yourself and just be consistent. Yeah, that's it pretty much.
Yeah, it is that simple a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's not to sound like cheesy or anything, but literally just be you. If you got to have like a face of the brand as well, which I think is really important. Like my mum's the face of the brand. When people say Cibo, they know, Sylv, which is really, for us, that's really good because it's like you match them two things up. Yeah. For example, if someone says, Sylv, you think of Cibo. Someone says Cibo, they think of Sylv. So, like, she's been out as well sometimes and people will be like, I've seen your videos all over. I'm like, oh my God.
It's nuts, isn't it? It's nuts. It just shows how far socials like.
It's
go.
mad, yeah. But the two biggest videos that she's ever done is her just being herself.
Yeah.
Like the latte video, that's how she says latte. She doesn't say latte.
She could easily have put a
and said latte or I don't know, however other people say it. But she literally just said latte. But that video was literally just like, I was bored. I was like, Mum, line all these up and name them. And then at the end, just say Sylph. She did that, but when she said latte, it just went viral.
And all it takes is that little bit. And that's like, you wouldn't have got that little latte moment without just going and just trying stuff and trying stuff. And the ones before that, the views before that, were probably not nowhere near as high as that one, but you had to have done those ones to get to that one.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we did the all the like the cured meats one. I think that's our highest one. But she basically did the same thing. She said like mortadella. Everyone was raging in the comments. All these Italian people were like, "What? It's not how you say it."
It's good. It's good fun. It's good. A good personality in it. And it, like you say, you're going to be in. Who knows where you're going to be next, and someone's going to say they saw you on socials. But
yeah, it is a bit weird sometimes. Like people are like, "Oh, I see your videos." I'm like, "Do you?" Because sometimes I look on them, I'm like, they ain't even got a lot of views.
Yeah.
But then the people who view it sometimes are the people I see.
Yeah.
So it's quite a nice thing to see.
Yeah, for sure. And it's obviously getting attention and you're doing a lot of stuff. Like I say, you just seem to be popping up. I don't know how you guys ever sleep. Because you seem to be everywhere doing events and this and that and the other, and there's so much going on.
It's weird because like you're saying that, and like, a lot of people say that, but sometimes I feel like we're not doing enough. So when other people are like, "Oh yeah, you guys are everywhere. You look like you're doing this. You look like you're doing that," I'm like, "What? We should be doing way more than what we're doing."
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, it's like you're an entrepreneur or something.
Kind of.
You'll admit it at some point.
Yeah.
That's going to be on the next podcast in 5 years' time when you've got your brand's known worldwide, and you're going to be like, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit.
I'll still deny it.
Yeah, you'll just say, no, I'm not even a founder.
Nah. I'm just a pot wash man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, cool. So my last question was advice. So is there anything that you kind of, as you were doing things, you felt was a natural change to do things, or did everything, because your approach to most stuff is like an organic approach from like starting work to working there. Was there any things that you felt like when you moved or what in the last year or so that needed to change for any reason? Did you adjust? Because you went from like the whole shop and everything to that. It changed the brand, but was there anything else that you kind of felt was a good time to change?
Yeah, like I feel the concept was the biggest. Mm-hmm. We were quite scared that people would be like, "Oh, is that the new Cibo? I'm not going there." Which we had a few people, but it's normal. But yeah, that was the biggest doubt, that we were scared that we were going to open and people were like, "Nah." So that was quite like we overthought that quite a bit. People aren't going to understand there's no more cutlery and plates. Right. So we were like, there's no table service. A few people, obviously, when you walk in, you got to adjust. Mm-hmm. But I'd say 98% of people are like, yeah, that's fine.
Just carry it on.
But there's obviously a few people that are like, I don't like this new place. I prefer the old place. Which is normal. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. I prefer some things about the old place. Some things about the new place, but got to focus on where we are.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you have to, like you said at the start, it's a blessing in disguise, right?
Yeah,
you kind of went from where you were to kind of shift to doing something new and different.
Yeah, I mean, so the whole process of when it happened was we went to view the new place. We got home and I was like, the only thing I could see it working as, this is what I said, the only thing I can see it working as is be a sandwich shop, like an American sub shop. And then I was like, oh, American sub shop. I was like, yeah, let's do like American sub shop. And everyone was like, yeah, all right, cool. do you want, my parents were like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, I want it. But then they were like, do you really, are you going to invest in it, like your time? Are you actually going to do it properly? And I was like, yeah. So then I wrote down the menu. It was almost like, for me, something that I've always wanted but never expressed, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big foodie. I love like American Italian films, American Italian food, like big subs, pasta and meatball, all that like kind of stuff I really like. So I feel like I've put that into to what we are. It's
interesting again to watch kind of. I like watching people, as you talk through you doing stuff. I like watching people like think of their ideas and sort of you can see the passion in your idea.
Yeah.
Like you were saying earlier about the spreads, it's like I can see your brain.
Working
as you do it.
Yeah, I feel like with that I was like, okay, everything just kind of happened at the right time, but at the time it felt like the wrong time.
Yeah.
So, chicken parm, I was like, we've always done that. I was like, let's do it better. Let's do it more like American. Meatballs. And then I just finished watching The Bear as well.
Oh, I love that.
So I was like, I really wanted to try a Chicago beef.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's put Chicago beef on the menu, Philly cheesesteak, like all kind of stuff like that. And yeah, put it into the menu. The menu was like the first thing we ever did. And then after that, the important stuff was like...
work around what the food's going to be. Yeah.
I was like, the food, let me do that. And then all the important stuff we'll do after.
I feel like that makes the most sense for something that's your passion, though. If that's what the core of what you're there for is.
Yeah. It was like, all right, let's get it started. What's the idea? What do you want to do? And then I feel like once that was like expressed, it was like, okay, now let's kind of get to work. I think we opened within 3.5 weeks.
Jesus.
As well, which was...
That's nuts.
We were there like every day. The builder was my girlfriend's dad as well. So like he done me a massive favour, like helping me out and doing the work. My parents were helping me out. Everyone was kind of like together, which was really nice. Like I was there like every day just doing like silly jobs, or like there was days obviously you were waiting for stuff to get delivered. But then the kitchen was like how I wanted the kitchen to be. So that was like my hub. And then we got everything in, got it how we wanted, and then opened. And
you said that there was obviously people that preferred how it was, or how long do you think it took for you to say, right, this is the right move?
For me personally, from when we moved in,
you knew it was the right thing to do.
Because I always said we obviously hit a cap that we couldn't. What else are we going to do there, really? Whereas this place is smaller. I feel like it's got more potential. It's a bit more modern. It's like people understand it a little bit more. That place, the other place was more convenient for people for like our brunch birthdays and stuff like that. But then it's a completely different experience that we're giving them. Yeah. But then we're still giving them the same experience, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything that we used to, we're still doing, just in a different space.
In a different space, in a different approach. Do you think? How long do you think it took? Was there a time for the market and your customer base to click, or were they like straight away? Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I feel like a few people. Like the first day we opened, first week we opened, it was busy. The second day was like, whoa. There was like a fat queue, and I was just like. People still had the sandwiches, and they were like, yeah, this is still really good. It's just, it's mainly the plate thing that got to people a little bit. Yeah. But I feel like everyone's over that now. Yeah. Just deal with it. Yeah. It's really not a big deal.
And there's so much in food now that isn't sit down and eat and...
Literally, it's like, it's not a big deal. But like what I said, it was like a 2% of people.
Yeah.
It weren't like every day someone was coming in and cussing it.
Yeah. You can't please everyone anyway.
Nah, yeah, you can't. But
you got to do what you got to do. People aren't going to like it. They are going to like it.
Yeah, we tried to accommodate for everyone. Sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the time it works. But I feel like as long as you show people you can accommodate for them is a big thing.
Yeah. So I've got one last question. So what I'm intrigued as to, most people that go to London to work have two experiences. They absolutely love it and they live there, or they hate it and they come back. You came back.
I didn't come. I came back because I thought if I do 1 year, I'm going to do 2 years. And then if I do 2, I'll do 3 and I'll be here forever. But the way it kind of panned out was they asked me about the job and I was like, yeah. So I went for the interview and then they were like, okay, you start in 2 weeks.
Jesus.
And I was like, what do you mean? Where am I going to live? So then I had to find somewhere to live, which was like expensive. And then the first month I hated it. Like the work, I hated it.
What were you doing?
I was at an Italian restaurant. When I started, I was on the starter section and then I went on to the pasta, which I enjoyed more because I was more hands-on. At the start, it was really like that. And I'm quite heavy-handed as well, but I hated it. But then one guy said to me when I was there, he was like, oh, mate, you're not going to last a week.
So you stayed.
So I was like, even if I don't do anything, I'm going to stay for
2 weeks.
a year. I was like, just to piss you off, I'm going to stay. But yeah, overall, I feel like I enjoyed it because I was alone.
Right.
It was like my time to kind of, all right, let me go here. Let me learn about food. Let me learn about myself, life, and then come back and do what I want to do.
Like, you know, on the bear, or bear, whatever it's called, when he goes and lives off in a boat, doesn't he?
Yeah.
As you say, you had that same.
Yeah, but a lot of the guys like in the kitchen, they were like, they could almost tell that I didn't belong there, if that makes sense. Not because my skills or anything. It's because I was like, I want to do something.
Yeah.
So like on my breaks, I was always like out eating, going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Trying to find new things or new ideas or places that I thought were pretty cool, which obviously other people weren't doing. It weren't a bad thing, but it's just because I always wanted to be doing something.
So you took a lot of learning from that experience.
Yeah. Like on days off, I would research sandwich shops, pizza places, like places that I thought, this is cool, I'd love to have my own place.
Yeah.
But never actually deeped it as to what it is now.
Yeah.
So then things that I did kind of helped me with what I do now.
Yeah, I think you sometimes need that little bit of time to learn to do something you don't want to do, to kind of realize what you do want to do, or something that you can learn. I mean, I had a job for my first job when I was in sales was for like 3.5 years, and I didn't really enjoy it, but I learned so much that I wouldn't like that experience was like so good for me in my career.
Yeah. Like what I was doing, I loved because it was food. It was Italian food. I loved it. It was really good. But the money was crap. But the whole experience of working, commuting there, going home, doing my own washing, doing this, for me, that experience was more than wages or money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Again, you're an interesting person to talk to because your insights and stuff are quite unique, I think, in what drives you and I think that's a real passion for what you do. I think, like you say, it comes from a passion of just wanting to learn and understand what's out there and what.
Yeah, and to be different as well. And yeah, like there's so much like within food that you can learn about or go and see or go and do that a lot of people don't do or don't take advantage of. But then sometimes you do things without even knowing that you're learning.
Yeah, for
sure.
So,
I don't know, for example, me going to a sandwich shop and seeing the place, seeing how they run, just going about it. But I'm thinking about it in my head and learning oh, that'd be pretty cool. That we can do that. We can do this.
Mm.
So it's like when I came back, we at the old place we were doing like a pasta evenings. We were doing cool specials, collaborating with people. Like when I got back, I was like, all right, let's do something. And then we were doing it, and then it came to a stop because we had to go.
So then you just took all that energy and
and literally just went new place.
Seems like the timing didn't sound like it lined up at the time, but it did.
It did
end.
overall. Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. We started the podcast how we ended it. A blessing in disguise.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
I do think that's sometimes you got to do. I mean, there's a few people that we've spoken to that started their business because they got made redundant or they got sacked or these things. And sometimes, like, you've got to make the bad out of the good. The good. No, you got to make the good out of the bad. Yeah.
For me, like my mindset, the way it works is there's a positive within everything. So I don't know, if you only get 10 customers a day, 10's better than none.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
you have to look at the positive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the more negative you are, you're just going to weigh yourself down.
Yeah.
And especially within like this industry, it's so easy to do that and just to burn yourself out.
Yeah. How can I get that 10 to 15 and that 15 to 20? And that's the process that. It sounds simple, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult to keep going and really difficult to keep driving on when you might have 3 days when there's only 10 people. Then how do you keep going with that?
That's what people don't see.
Yeah.
So to the outside, it always looks like we're thriving, we're doing this, but they're the days people don't see. But yeah.
How do you keep motivated in those days?
What, in the bad days?
Yeah.
Just the end goal. What I want within the brand and the business, because I'm like, if we have one crap day, how can I make crap day go from crap day to a good day?
Yeah,
you just got to be positive. I think that's what it is, just positive.
Yeah, nice. I like that style. I like it.
Yeah, it's literally positive, negative.
Yeah,
the more positive you are, I'm not saying the better things are going to be, but everything works kind of easier.
Every cloud has a silver lining, doesn't it? And you can focus on the big cloud, or you can look at the bit of sun that's coming through. And I think that's kind of, it's difficult, but you've got to just focus on that bit of sun that's creeping through the cloud.
Yeah. And like, it's because I enjoy what we do as well, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I think when you are involved in a business and involved in something, you need to believe it, and you need to. That's why a lot of people don't enjoy the jobs that they have, because they don't believe what they're doing. They're not passionate about it. And everyone can't find that thing that they're passionate. And I'm aware of that. I'm not.
It is really tough, because I think if I weren't doing this, I still think I'd be within the food. But obviously, I'm more passionate about what I'm doing because it's mine and my family's.
Yeah.
And I believe in it as well, which makes me more driven towards it as well.
Yeah. It is difficult to find your passion and what you want to do.
Yeah.
But once you do, it's kind of a never-ending energy, isn't it?
Yeah. You just always constantly want to do stuff. You're just more motivated within yourself and more driven.
Yeah. Cool. Any last thoughts of that you've learned that you feel like you could help people with? Like any bits or moments that you've gone, oh, I wish I knew that. Start.
I wish I knew at the start.
Put you on the spot.
I'd probably say that there's just so many costs. Not that I didn't know it before, but I didn't know it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like costs to do things.
In terms of like business rates and...
Yeah, just
wages.
Yeah,
and
stuff like, why am I paying for that?
Yeah.
But it's all a part of the business that you have to do.
And I think that like goes to your point earlier. Everyone's saying how great you're doing, and you are everywhere and you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
But also then there's a big other side of it that you've got to get home and pay all the bills.
Yeah, that I didn't even know, like, I'm paying what? Why am I paying this for? Or like silly things.
What do I get for that?
Yeah. But or like people my age think I'm a millionaire. You're right. I'm not a millionaire. I'm far from it.
You might be one day, but you're not yet.
But I'm literally so far from it. But I'm like, yeah, okay, cheers. I just go about it just like,
yeah, just take it and move on. Then people expect big birthday presents. That's the hard thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, I've got to keep it.
You got to get a sandwich from your birthday.
Yeah. Literally.
Right. Thank you very much. We'll wrap it up there. We're an hour and 22, so a good good amount of time. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank
you for your honest thoughts and feelings about stuff. And like I say, it was a really good chat and a really good way of how you see things and how you approach things is unique, I think, and it's a nice way of doing things. I think I need to take a little bit of leaf out of your book, I think.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. And looking forward to seeing what comes next for you guys and where your brand goes.
Yeah. We'll obviously keep you all updated as well. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about anything that's coming up soon, or any socials or anything like that you want to just plug at the end?
What am I doing? See, that's what I mean. I forget what I'm doing. No, something that's obviously big part of me and like our community is the Original Culture Fest that's coming up in 2 weeks' time. So I'd appreciate if everyone can go and check it out, have a look, and show your support, because I feel like they're doing great things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you very much. We'll call it a day there.